welcome to another Art Journal Friday. So for today's page, I would like to use these colors, fluorescent pink from Liquitex. This one is Phthalo Blue, Winsor & Newton. And then I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it or not. But I'm thinking this one, if I can find, it's Yellow Ochre. Ochre, is that how you say it? It's an ink by Taylor Rowney. And then I just want to use this like piece of book page. It was literally a book page and I just had it from another, I think I made something with the rest of the page, so I saw it and I thought I want to use this on my page. And then I've also been making my own collage papers, so I want to use this one and this one. I'm not sure how yet, so bear with me. As I always say, I'm not sure if these are the supplies that I'm gonna end up using or if I'm gonna add more, but that is the idea so far. So I'm just gonna start with sticking this piece of paper to the page. I'm gonna use glue stick because it's easier. And I just want it there. I just want it there. I'm using an old debit card just to make sure it's stuck to the page. And that's all I knew I wanted to do. I think the next bit would be to add some white. And this is just white gesso that I have in a little pot so that it's easier for me to use. And I am going to wet my finger a little bit so that it's easier to, like that. So I want a wash more than I want like white paint, I want a wash. So I'm going to just do this with my finger and then add a little of water and sort of blend the page with the book page with the rest. Something about book page doesn't sound right. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, I don't know. With the rest of the page. I've been debating if I should use this part of my journal or not. I only started this one. This is last Friday's one, and I don't know if I should use this side. On one side I feel like it's a waste of space, but then I do like just having the one, so I don't know. Decisions. Okay, so I do want a little bit more. I think it needs more white. Let me just do this. Something that I like to do sometimes is to just grab let me grab a piece of, how do you call this, kitchen roller, and do this, spread it in a bit of paint and just do this. It looks like the paint flows a little bit more when I do it with this as opposed to just my fingers. And I think that's blended enough, or not, I don't know. I just grab a tiny tad more and do it here and there. I do like that. Yeah, okay. Maybe what's bothering me is the corners, that it looks like it's like a proper corner there. Okay, That's a bit better, I think. Let's go a little bit with my hand, with my finger, and blend like the edges a tad more maybe. I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to stick the yeah, I like that. I'm going to stick the cheesecloth. Is that how you call it, cheesecloth? Yeah, I think so. So this is really to give the piece a bit of like texture and interest more than anything else. So let me just cut it here. Here. I'm sorry if I sound a bit sniffly, but it's very cold in the UK lately. So yeah, that's what I want. Want it to stick a little bit, and for that I'm just gonna use gel mat to stick it on the page, to stick it to the page, like that. And I want it to be a bit messy. No, I don't want like a pristine look. I'm going for like messy, grungy. Okay, yeah, this is what I was thinking. Oh my god. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so let me maybe use a little bit this to make it grungier. Maybe like that. I'm gonna cut it here so I can make it even a bit grungier there. Like it has more texture now. I like it even better. Okay, so again I'm gonna go ahead and use my gel mat to make sure it's all stuck to the page. Okay, I am going to dry these with my heat gun and come back, and I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna use the ink, a little bit of the ink with white, because I don't want it, I want it very a very light neutral color sort of thing. So I don't know. Okay, so I am going to dry these and I will be back. Okay, so this is now drying off, and I am going to use this ink, which I said was yellow ochre. Is that? I don't know. And I'm not gonna use a lot. I'm just gonna put some there, and then with a brush, I'm gonna use this brush. It's a round brush. I don't know if there's going to be any difference. So I'm just gonna wet my brush and get a little bit of it, this color, with white actually, and mix it with a tiny dot of white. And more water to make it very liquidy, and just, it's more of a yellow instead of like the neutral color that I was thinking, but I'm not bothered. I actually like it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. And that is it really. I always put more stuff than what I actually need, always. Unfortunately, that is how it goes with me. Maybe a bit darker here and there. Yeah, I like that. So this is very gently. I'm not putting a lot of pressure. I'm being very light-handed. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Yes. Okay. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see the detail, but let me show you how it looks, what it looks like. Yes. Okay. So the next step for me is now I'm going to use this kitchen towel to dry it. I don't want to go away and dry it. It takes a lot of time, so I'm just with these. I'm just like getting the excess paint, getting it to dry. First of all, I'm gonna go in with pink, and I'm gonna use, I have these weird palette knives. Not really how to use them. Never used them. So I'm just gonna use the normal palette knives. Very gently apply some of my, this is actually my favorite kind of pink. Very gently, because there's a lot of texture thanks to the cheesecloth. Oh, this looks awesome actually. I'm very happy with it. It looks lovely. It actually does. I don't want to do anything else to it. I want to add some scribbles here. So let me just grab a thin Posca. This is dry enough. I hope so. And just write something. People always ask me, what do I write? Sometimes I write what's in my head. Sometimes I just go and do lyrics. So it depends really. My mood. But there's always meaningful words, always. Okay, so that's it for the scribbles. And I don't want to add any more pink, she says. And she starts adding pink to the bottom. I don't want anything on the top, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Clean my palette knife. I want to dry this a bit. So my eyes are asking me to balance this page a little bit, and because I have the scribbles here, I want some sort of scribbles here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and write something. Okay, just simple like that. Now I'm gonna use this color, which I actually got on sale. I went to the range during the weekend to buy some Christmassy stuff. I ended up buying paint. What a surprise. So I want to do exactly the same as I did with the pink color, with the pink. I don't want it everywhere. I just want some, but so far the color is not showing very well, so I'm gonna maybe add a tiny tad more like here. Oh yes, okay. These are what I called little miracles, happy mistakes. God, one to the other page. Always have a page underneath, a piece of paper underneath your page. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm just adding some white here to make the color a bit lighter in some places. Like here, for example, I want this some sort of shade, but not everywhere. Yeah, I'm liking this really. So let me grab a tiny tad more white here, and okay, this is what I want, and I don't want to add anything else now. No, I'm happy with that. Okay, so I'm just going to clean my palette knife. And now, what are we going to do next? What are we going to do next? Okay, no, not that one. Do I want to use... No, I want to use these ones. So, I want... I actually want something like this. I like this, covering a bit of that. Yeah, that's what I want. So we're going to cut these and use this bit. I wanted to actually use how silly, this one also. That was my phone. Do I want to use that one, or do I want to use this one like this? No, I don't. Okay, so let me also cut this one so that I can use 3. I can use one here, and then 2 like that. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Again, how do you call this? Gel mat. And this is a bit too wet, so I'm gonna dry it for a second. Okay, this is drying off, and I'm going to now just put blue on my page. Like that. And I'm gonna use this one first. I'm gonna come here, and then the next 2. Let me just cut this one or this one. Cut this a tad more. And put it here. Yeah, look at that. No. Needs to be a bit more space between them. I shouldn't have cut that, should I? So let me do it this way. But they look, yeah, okay. I have to remind myself that this is not about making pretty things. It's just about working quickly, not thinking, experimenting, playing around. But then I'm an overthinker, so it's a bit hard for me to not think. And this is supposed to be my therapy. This for me is better than therapy. No offense to my therapist. Oh my god, it's not sticking. I don't have enough glue underneath, sorry. Gel mat underneath. Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna do anything else. Okay. The Posca marker wasn't that dry because now it's smudging. I don't want that. So a little clean with a wet wipe, and that is enough. Okay, I actually like this part, but I think that it's too, for my taste, it's too dark. I like the colors, but I feel like they need like a bit more of a lighter color. And I think I'm gonna use, I want to use blue. What blue? I don't know. Oh, I know what blue. I have this light phthalo blue from Golden. So I'm just gonna use this one with a flat brush. I'm going to make simple lines or blocks of paint here. Yeah, this is making all the difference, you see. Yeah, that's what I needed. Some sort of lighter color. That's brilliant. Okay. Yeah, no, I like that. And I don't think I'm gonna do a lot more with these. Maybe just, I was thinking, I know what I was thinking. Fluorescent, this is the one, yeah, my Posca. No, not the Posca one. So let's go with, I have a solid marker. This is a solid marker by Sakura is the brand. And I just want to, because of what I was saying, that it looks a bit too dark for my taste, I'm just gonna go ahead and add some, like very lightly, move it around the page. Like that. These are amazing because they are like, they work like, how do you call them? Oil pastels, but they dry very quickly, and they are actually solid paint. So they are amazing to work with, especially when you don't like waiting like me for things to dry and you can be using your heat gun. And then I also have the white version of it, so I thought I'll add some of, again, marks here and there to make these a bit lighter. I think that's it. I'm just going to add one more thing, which I've been using on almost all of my pieces, which is a dripper, a pink dripper. And I'm just gonna go ahead and add a couple of dots here and there. There you go. I am really happy with it. I didn't think I was going to be honest, because it was getting a bit too dark for my taste, but no, this is lovely. So let me show you some details now. I love the texture of the cheesecloth. I love the fact that you can see some of the text from the book underneath. I love these 3 circles. They give like a touch of like grunginess or some sort of edginess to the page, and I love that. So that's it. Thank you very much for being here, and I will see you next Friday for another Art Journal Friday.